Right. So, get onto the HourADay system. What we're going to do right now, Dennis, is we're going to take our viewers into the back office and HourADay system.
Yes.
And show you just in real time what this looks like, what the sales funnel looks like, so you can get an idea of what we're talking about with a fully automated prospecting system.
Yeah.
What we're sharing is available right out of the box.
Yep.
You can grab any one of the templates, and you've got different templates for different industries.
This is a generic template for MLM skincare company. So, of course, it's a fairly hot product right now. There's numerous very large skincare companies out there. There's even one that's been out there for 35 years or something, I think. So we figured it was a nice one to show off because it will resonate with a lot of different MLM members that have skincare.
So once you've got your HourADay system, I'm going to share. I'm just going to get into the back office of one of the systems right now. I'm just going to go and share and get into HourADay. And we're right now in the back office. Clicking the home button. We're in the back office of an HourADay system here.
Right.
This is just a dummy system.
But we're not going to start here. We're going to start by showing you the sales funnel that you could be sharing with people to have them end up in your back office for you to work with.
Right. So when you get into here, you're able to choose the sales funnel you want.
Yes.
So in your website setup, you're able to do that, and you're able to choose a template.
Yep.
So we're going to show you then a generic template on a skincare one and how it works. We've done a little tweaking so we can show it.
That's right.
A little bit faster. But we're going to go right into that right now. So this will be the first page. So you send them to your website.
And remember, this is a general approach to someone who may or may not be interested in MLM. You haven't approached them with product only. You haven't approached them with business only. You've approached them with a general approach of, hey, I found something. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. I don't know. But would you take a look at my system and learn why I love doing what I do?
Yeah. Even if I'm sharing this with somebody that's only product focused, I tell them I'm going to give you a balanced approach. I'm going to share with you about the business, my company, and the products. But based on how you answer the questions during the as you go through the system, you can force it to only go to show you products or business or a combination of the two. So you're in control once you get there.
Yeah. So the reality is we're sort of qualifying them after they express general interest.
Yeah.
And we're letting them pick what they're interested in as they go through. So this is the first page.
You're paid well, not getting ahead. You don't need another job. You need leverage. I mean, let's face it, Dennis. This is the concept that I got hooked on 20 some odd years ago. Same with you. Is why we're still in the industry today.
And better yet, it's a curiosity approach, right? What is leverage? Well, someone who's never seen MLM, or maybe even they have, probably haven't been shown leverage in this way. So leverage is just the thing that I think is sort of the thing that gets them to this page to realize that, yep, okay, so before we show you leverage, let's show you what we have to apply leverage to.
Exactly. It's a 3-minute video. Now, the next button has already appeared. Now, we've hacked it.
We've hacked it.
Just to make it appear right away. Normally, it's set up to appear about 15 seconds before the end of the video.
And that's really up to you. We always recommend working smarter, not harder. So I like to know that someone's watched my whole video or gone away because they're not interested. I don't want to beg people through the system. I want people that are interested to get through the system. So by forcing them to watch my video, I've assessed if they're interested, because if they got bored and left, I don't see that as a failure.
Yeah.
I see that as a success. An uninterested person went away, and I don't have to chase them around.
So this site was set up, by the way, at 258. If you got write this down, 258-788.com/demo and the number 1. Correct. Demo 1. Yeah. So if you want to go through this and you want to be just and remember, this is not a real. No, this is not going to anything live.
It's not going to be called. It's just for you to go play with the system. It even lets you log into it to go see what's going on in the back. So.
Yeah. So really easy to play with. So this is a 3-minute video, and it's generic. This one happens to have a skincare theme to it.
Yes.
You click the next button. Guess what happens? Now it says about leverage. Based upon what you've seen and heard so far, there are a couple different routes that you may decide to take regarding leverage. If you're only interested in learning more about our amazing products, you don't need information about leverage. Should you be interested in making money? Then leverage is critical. Indicate your level of interest so far, and then click the link to opt in. And on the opt-in email we send, so we're telling them it's going to send an opt-in email, especially up here in Canada.
We're preparing them for the next steps.
Yeah, you can opt out at any time. So they're going to put in their information. I can quickly put in some information here. Just I got to set up that way to quickly do it. Now, notice. This is what I love about the sales funnel. So now we're really funneling down. based on what they saw so far after watching it, do they want to know more about the products? Do they want to know how to make money? They want to know more about you, or they're not interested. At this point, if they're not interested, boom, they can be gone. Yeah. So if they're only interested about the products and they click that and they click the continue button, thanks for your product interest. Now you can, based on what kind of products you have in your company, you can funnel it down even further. Do you have a skincare line? Do you have a supplement line? Both. You can determine which way they want to go and how deep
or
they
you
want to
could decide to just stay general, or maybe you're with a one product company, in which case this whole step would disappear.
Yeah.
The point is, if you ask somebody 10 questions on a survey, most likely they're not going to answer any of them. But if you ask them one and then the next one has to do with their previous answer, they're going to stay engaged. You're going to collect more valuable information. And of course, you're going to be able to take them to the next step that's now really starting to get very tailored to what they said they're interested in.
And of course, here you would take them to a page, a landing page that would now say, thanks for your interest. And notice the person's name is already put in there. So it's they see they're talking about them. And now we just put in some generic videos on some of our mastermind videos in here. There's no real product here. It's not going to go anywhere, but we're giving you an idea where you can now play your corporate videos here about your products, have information pages, brochures, anything you want, you can create into these pages.
That's right. Yeah, now, of course, we can help you with the template. So that's all there for all your members.
Now, let's just say, for instance, we're going to click the back button a couple times. Oh, let's go forward again. Oh, there we go. Let's just say, for instance, that's not where you want to go. Maybe you decide you're not interested.
Yep.
And you can go click that. Now, if you go to the not interested, let me just click another one here so it's a little bit different and say I'm not interested. Guess what? It just takes me right to a landing page.
See ya.
Thanks for your time.
Nice knowing ya.
And you've been for this page because you're not interested. If you want to give us some feedback, we put it, please send it to us. Call us to know the numbers there. So it's a last ditch effort. If you made this by mistake, they can also click the back button and go again. But we're basically saying that's it.
Perfect.
No pitch.
What's the point of trying to convince someone they're interested when they've already looked at some of your information and decided they aren't? Next person.
Exactly. Now, based on what they've answered in your HourADay system, there's other ways they could go to the business or get more information about yourself. Yeah. I mean, however they decide to answer those questions. So if we just click the back button here and take a look, you can see more about how to make money. It can go and dig deeper into
and you
how
can
much
ask
money
deeper
you want to make.
Deeper questions. You can have as many steps to your survey as you want. And then it's really an answer-based system. So based upon every answer you see, you have all kinds of options, which I'll show you in a little bit, about what you can make the system do based upon how they answered any question.
So let's look at that. So if we go into the surveys, you're going to see there's a bunch of different surveys. Here's the first survey that you saw there with the asking for their name, their mobile phone, what information you want to get from them, and what is mandatory, what isn't mandatory. So all the information that you want to be able to click. There's hidden fields. How much information do you want? You want to know what state they're from, country, address?
You can get as much or as little as you want. My experience is the less information you collect, the more leads you get, and the more you chase around people that aren't interested. Get them to give you a little bit more identifying information. It works. It's a beautiful way to make the tire kicker go away, or they'll enter bogus information so you'll know what kind of person you're dealing with. So it all helps when you get so busy from your LinkedIn system that you got to figure out, who do you prioritize? The system will help you do that.
So this is where you edit this page. This is the About Leverage page. Right. Now the top part where the typing is in there is actually right here in the Edit Survey Page content.
Yes.
And then it opens up a window, and that's where you're able to go and edit what it says on the survey page. So you can go and type in whatever you want there, and that's what it's going to say. Now, this is where you can put in the information, and then there's your survey questions, which are completely, totally editable for you.
Right. And you can decide if you want to force them to answer it in order to move on.
Answer required or not. Now, if you want to show the answers, there's the 4 answers. We go over to leverage page, take a look. There's the 4 answers to the question. What do you want us to share with you next? What do you want us to share with you next?
Perfect.
There's the 4. There's the 4.
Yay.
Now, depending on how they answer, we have different actions that the system will take.
Yes, and we can set them all.
Right. And you also notice here, you can see the percentage of people that click. It actually keeps track of how many people are clicking on what buttons for you. So it's taking all this information. The tracking in your back office of HourADay is just phenomenal.
That's pretty cool.
It's great.
It lets you know what to do next.
So more about products. I'll show you what you do. You click on the action button. You can see it says next survey. And when you open up this action, Now you can do a bunch of things.
A whole bunch of things.
A whole bunch of things. You can put them into a certain email follow-up series at this point.
Yep.
You can unsubscribe them from a previous follow-up series that they were already subscribed to one.
And the way we think of that is you might have sent out a pre-prospecting email that was saying, go look at this, go look at this, go look at this. Then based upon them answering this question, you can have the system automatically pull them out of the go look at this, go look at this, go look at this, and pull them into the thanks for asking for information about our products. Here's the information you asked for. And it's all just handled without you thinking.
Exactly.
You just need to think about how to set it up.
Now, you could also set up a priority based on their answering the question. This is a product person. I'm not going to set them at a priority 1. I'm going to set them probably further down in the middle of the road at this point. If you want to set a priority, you can set them as a category. Because they're looking at products, we set them as a customer.
And you can set them as multiple categories. So if you know more information, you can pull as much of this information as you want. And you're also in control of what categories you have.
Yeah.
So it gets very, very interactive what you can be tracking with every answer of the question. You could also have it that if they answered that particular question, you just want to drop them off to a completely different website. That's what the redirect URL is.
Yeah. And in this case, we're put into the next survey, which is product type.
Because they've said they're interested in products. So we wanted to find out which one of them or all of them.
And that's where you saw when you went to the next page, instead of interested in the supplement, the skincare line, or both. That was the next survey. So you can see how or you can send them to a landing page.
Yeah, and the final part is you can send them to a landing page. So you've decided you're at the end of the road with them. You might want to link them out to a few things, and that's it. So
like on the not interested one, when you clicked on that one, they went to a landing page. Now, notice I set them to a priority 10.
That's right.
I'm never going to.
They're not interested. I don't want them showing up on my call list on any day ever.
And I'm going to put them on the landing page. Sorry, I'm not interested.
That's right. And you're going to tag them with the category
not interested. You're never going to talk to them again. Now, granted, when you first get started, it's so funny. Even though they say they're not interested, I know you're going to call them.
And you know what? I recommend it when you're just starting out and you don't have many contacts to chase around. Chase every single one of them around, because the learning experience will be amazing. But use a system that eventually, as you get busier and busier doing things that add value to your business, you can stop following up with the wrong people. And yes, you might lose the odd person, Craig. 1 in 25 of those people that said they weren't interested might have joined if you pursued them long enough. But you should be so busy making money by pursuing those that are interested first, that person will come along when he's ready.
Yeah.
You know, they're not interested. You're going to leave them in an email follow-up series. You're just not going to have any personal interaction with them. You just drop them off to automation.
So we talked about landing pages and the website and having total, complete control. If you go to website setup and you go to the page editor, I mean, this is where you literally have access to every single page in that sales funnel, that intro page. If you don't like what it says on that first page, you're not happy with the wording,
change it.
You don't like the word leverage and that you don't want to see that, you go in here and you can literally go and edit that information. And you can see that paid well, not getting ahead. You know, you could, if you want to change that to paid poorly. I mean, I can't even spell.
That's good.
There you go. You want to do, I mean, whatever you want to change it to, you can change it to here. You can change the pictures. You can change anything on this that you want. You have complete total control, which is even better when you get to like the, let's go to the second page, the presentation page. Now here's the presentation page. And this is where we kind of, we said we funnel hacked it a little bit. We hacked it up. The enable continue button after, we did it after 2 seconds.
Right.
I never leave it at that. I always want to put that right near the end of the video. This is a 3-minute video. It's 180 seconds. Notice we automatically have it redirect after 185.
Yes. And that's for mobile phone users.
But I would have it appear at about 170 seconds.
Yep.
I would have the button appear, because that way it's going to appear at the time that is appropriate. They've had to watch the entire video first. They can't just scroll to the end of the video and say, I watched it.
And again, that's about creating quality leads, right? I believe that if I've taken the time to make a video and I think it's important for someone to watch, I don't want them getting to fill in my form until they've watched it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the system to qualify them for me. I want to work smarter, not harder. I want to do this business in an hour a day. You don't do it an hour a day by offering people $5 to go through your system, because then you're going to have a whole bunch of people that could care less about anything but the $5. It's exclusionary prospecting that we like to teach. Now, you don't have to do it that way, but we like to teach it that way.
And these videos are YouTube videos. So you can put any YouTube video in one here. It's very easy, but notice not only do we have the video with the voiceover, we've also got the captioning at the bottom. You need to do all of it because so many people now are looking at this stuff when they're at work or shouldn't be.
Apparently right now the stat is 80% of people watching a video do not have sound on or have no intention of turning the sound on. And I got to be honest, Craig, I am guilty as charged. I never have the sound on my phone off. In fact, it made me crazy that Facebook brought out a version where all of a sudden it auto-played your videos with sound, even if your phone is on silent. That ticked me off. So I found out how to make Facebook not do that to me.
Yeah.
I never have my sound on. I click off every video that doesn't have captioning because I just want to be able to sort of, you know, do my thing without a bunch of noise around me. I don't want to disturb the people around me. I just don't like sound on my videos. So if you don't have captioning, everyone who's on the bus or doesn't have a headset or whatever, none of them are getting your message. And if you think they're going to come back because your video was so cool, how do they know it's cool?
And you know, I always carry my headset with me.
Yep.
Today I forgot it. and I came down on the train into Vancouver, and I only watched the videos on YouTube that had captioning. So exactly what you're talking about, even though typically the way it works,
unintentionally it can happen.
Unintentionally, and I'd be a good prospect.
Yep.
And so,
I'm gonna go one step further, and that in today's world, if you actually also include the whole text of your video with the first paragraph and an explode out button, so someone can read their way through it, I'm going to tell you that actually gets you a higher level of prospect, because people who really read quickly and like to absorb information in a reading, actually they're usually upper end prospects. So someone who prefers a video done at the grade 7 level versus someone who likes to speed read. Interestingly enough, if you make the speed reader watch your video, you're going to lose them. So actually trying to appeal in all different ways in a prospecting system is hugely important.
And I want to tell you, I've been really pushing the HourADay system over the last little bit and pushing it really hard. A lot of my members are using it, but I don't tell them to use anything I haven't gone and pushed all the buttons on. And lately, I've been really pushing the app.
Yes.
And I was really pleasantly surprised as how easy it is to use the app. It's not as easy as being on the computer.
No.
Okay. Having your mouse and doing it on the computer screen, it's got more room. I find that's easier. But knowing you've got the app, so there I am on the train, and I've got people that are responding through my LinkedIn. And you probably, if you've watched any of our previous MLM masterminds, I talked about my LinkedIn prospecting system and how I do that on LinkedIn. So the two most important apps on my phone are LinkedIn and HourADay. Okay, obviously Facebook is on there as well, but for prospecting, I find I just
LinkedIn's better.
I can connect with 10 to 20 people, new people, every single day on LinkedIn in under an hour a day.
Nice.
And I can have them automatically being followed up with the HourADay system. So, literally, if you make this your goal to wake up in the morning and you want to make 10 new connections, you can make 10 new connections while your coffee is brewing. Okay. You can literally have in 10 minutes, 10 new connections in your HourADay from LinkedIn. It takes 10 minutes. It's literally less than 60 seconds.
10 leads a day for 10 minutes a time.
10 minutes.
That's a pretty good deal.
And now, as you get more and more leads into the system, you're going to spend a little bit more time in the follow-up, because just putting a lead in your system isn't going to make you any money, Dennis.
Of course not.
But can you imagine what you could do if you made the commitment over a month to put 10 new people into your system every day? That's every day. So we're talking about 300. I'm saying even do it on the weekends. Okay, that would be 300 prospects in your HourADay system.
Yeah, and my guess is those 300 prospects would be the equivalent of buying 50-cent or dollar leads from a lead broker.
Yeah,
because that's how useless 50 cents and dollar leads are. Is they're raw leads that you have to do all the follow-up and grooming and focusing up.
Of course they are.
So my guess is that your 300 leads would be the equivalent of $300 worth of lead purchase. So that means you can literally earn $10 a day using your system an hour a day, because you can go spend 10 minutes to get 10 leads that you didn't have to pay $1 each for.
And you can, and the great thing about LinkedIn is that you can target your leads by city, by MLM. Just search for people with MLM experience or network marketing. You can search for people by companies that they happen to be in, industries. I mean, it's really great. If you're in the skincare industry, who do you want to connect with? Maybe you want to connect with people that are into health, wellness, and fitness and skincare, and maybe estheticians. You know, you can do that on LinkedIn. Yeah. And once you start connecting with those people, then LinkedIn is smart enough to give you, when you go to your list of people that you're connected with, it gives you options of people to connect with, and it looks at your connections and sees their connections, and it gives you
all of their people, basically.
all their people to connect with. So it's part of their network to say you should probably connect with this person and connect with this person, because you have 99 connections in common with this
all
person.
Of these people. Wow. So it gets easier and easier to prospect.
It's just so much easier and so much faster. And I've got it down to about 10 clicks from LinkedIn to HourADay to put one person and follow up with the copy and paste functionalities that you have through the social media. And I'm talking about the social media platform that you set up in the back office, and how important it is to have an auto prospecting system that allows you to connect to your social media. Now, you can do that through WhatsApp. You can do that through Twitter. You can do that through Facebook. It doesn't matter what social media platform you use. The neat thing about Twitter, Dennis, is you literally have the full API interface in HourADay.
Twitter is one of the only ones that allows very, very full access to their API, so we can make it extremely automated.
Yeah. Having said that, I don't really use too much Twitter. I don't find it as a great tool for networking. That's just me. Other people may disagree. And
that's partly because the automation is so easy to do. So even though HourADay can't be as fully automated with other social networking platforms, that means neither can anyone else, which means a semi-automated approach becomes very, very, very valuable. Something to track and control.
If we just share with everybody in the back office, I'm just going to do this one more time, just share, since we're talking about social media. Let me just jump into the back office again here and show you what I'm talking about here. The cool thing here is in campaigns and edit campaigns. And Dennis, this is where you can create all the content for your social media. So in this case, you know, a Facebook follow-up series or pre-prospecting series, a LinkedIn pre-prospecting or follow-up series, a text message, you know, SMS series, and you name the campaign type, it's here. You want to use WhatsApp, Kik, Line, Viber, Voxer, Google Hangouts. I mean, I don't care. WeChat.
And if it's not here, let us know. We'll add it.
Yeah. So they're all in here as to what you could be using. You name the social series, and you can create it. And it's just so nice and easy to be able to flow, because when you click your home button every day when you log in, up here at the top in the social tasks, it tells you the next person that you're supposed to connect with based on how you set up your series. I'm supposed to follow up with Buddy Holly, even though he's dead, on Facebook.
Yep.
And when I click the take action button, it has exactly what I'm supposed to say, but I can edit it. I click the copy button, go into my Facebook messaging, grab Buddy, and paste it in.
Yep.
It's that simple. And as soon as I've done that, I go, I have sent the message. He's gone. I've done my action for the day.
Right.
And here's Tom. Now, Tom,
he's LinkedIn.
He's in LinkedIn. So I take action. And then I want to go and I copy what I'm supposed to say. And then I open him up in the LinkedIn. I go to LinkedIn. I do the same thing. I send the message. So I go back and forth. Then it says, good work. There's no social actions to be done. I did my job.
But you still got some calls to make, Craig.
Got a lot of calls to make. You don't want there to be any calls to make at the end of the day.
Right.
And you want no social actions to be done.
You want 2 good works, because otherwise it's just good.
2 thumbs up.
Right. 2 thumbs up.
It's easy. So if you can do that, you follow these simple systems, everybody, it is so easy for you to be able to go and create that list. Now, I'm talking about 30 days, that's 300. Okay.
That's right.
Now, imagine if you did a 90-day challenge yourself.
Yeah.
You have 900 people, contacts in there. You now finally be getting the closer. You'd be doing about 2,000 connections.
Yep.
You would be getting really close to
sending some of them out twice a month.
Yeah, some not. Some only once, the initial connection.
Yeah.
Right? But you're going to be now getting to the point where you'd be now probably but imagine what you could do with, 500, 1,000 people that the system is doing the follow-up for you, reminding. Because what happened to me when I first started using LinkedIn 3 years ago, I didn't have this.
Right.
So I get into a conversation with somebody and it could be going good. And then I forget about it.
It's the weirdest thing about social media. It happens, you connect, you're talking. whatever, the doorbell rings, whatever it is, you drop the conversation, even though it was headed in the right direction. And then the next time you think about them is 3 weeks later, and they were interested in your professional approach, and now they're not. You need something to remind you to pick up those social media communications, because they're so easy to drop. Email, we've got autoresponders that can just automatically go and touch people over and over and over and over. Social media, it turns into an immediate conversation that happens right now, but doesn't necessarily reach completion. And then it dies. You have to have something to remind you to go pick it back up before it gets too cold.
Now, if you only have a few people in your social media, it's easy to do manually. But as soon as you start getting 900, 50, 100, 200, 900 people that is following up, and guess what? The system's going to do it for you. And the way that we've done it with a pre-connect series. So instead of normally what I used to do is go right into LinkedIn and connect. And if they actually connected with me, then I would put them into my follow-up series.
Right.
I'd put them into HourADay. Only those are connected. But now the new way that I do it is I put them into a pre-connect series, and not everybody accepts your connection.
Not on the first time.
So I had to go, and maybe it's a month later, or it could be 6 months later. If they haven't accepted my connection, it reminds me, it comes up in that social series going, oh, they didn't connect with me yet. Mm-hmm. Now I can go back and I can ask them again to connect with me. Now, or I'm going to see they did connect with me and I didn't even see it. I missed it because I got so many things going in, not paying attention. You got to pay attention. If you're going to use the system, you got to make sure that you're paying attention. So don't go and connect with 100 people today and then do nothing and think you're done for the month. No. That doesn't work, because you can't follow up with 100 people instantly dumped into your system. Because I tell you right now, you dump 100 people a day into your system, you can do it. Two things are going to happen. You're probably going to get banned from LinkedIn. Because they're going to probably red flag you, because you going that many, you're going to get too many I don't know yous. So too many IDKs, I don't know, and they're going to stop you from being able to go and connect. Granted, that's where having a premium account does come in handy now. They've done some changes to a premium account together. But
there'll still be a threshold.
But you got to make sure that you're not abusing it. And second, you can't follow up. You're going to waste all that time. Yes. So do a little bit every day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, over cornflakes in the morning, over that first cup of coffee.
Make it a habit.
And if you do it first thing,
easy to do habit.
You'll get it done.
If you do it first thing, your day can't get away on you, can it?
Can't. Easy.
Wait until before you go to bed, and it ain't gonna happen.
Watch one of our previous. Go to HourADay.com. Watch, and go find the video on LinkedIn, or go into LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. I published how to do it on LinkedIn and post right to our story. So I actually made a LinkedIn Pulse article on how to build your business through LinkedIn and applying it to using the system. Yes. Because HourADay is free. LinkedIn is free, unless you buy the premium. So here's a way that you can collect free leads, follow up for free, build your team,
be a professional,
have it working over the next couple of months, test it out, make sure that your newbies, your little babies, they got the same system.
Yeah. And think about it. Along the way, you're going to have a bunch of people say no. You're going to have a bunch of people buy your products or buy your samples or whatever your deal is. You're going to have some people decide to join you in the business. If you're doing your job right and presenting the company, the products, and the opportunity all in a nice balance, even the people that become retail customers may just 6 months down the road, if you've put them in an appropriate follow-up series instead of forgotten about them, decide to join you in the business. And things will just start to trickle through and happen. But you're going to get a whole bunch of no's, and that's a glorious, glorious thing.
Once again, a no is as good as a yes. I know you don't believe me, but a decision is all you're trying to make. You're just collecting decisions. And this is going to help you collect more decisions. Now, granted, doing it this way is like a shotgun approach. Yep. Okay, so you're not gonna throw in. I mean, it's
a shotgun, but you're already doing some of the pre-qualification through LinkedIn. So it's not as much as a buying 50-cent leads that agreed that they want to make $1 million with no effort. It's way better than that. It's a much finer, focused shotgun.
Yeah,
because you're starting with a much more targeted group of people if you're smart about your LinkedIn system and who you're approaching.
True. But what I'm trying to explain to everybody here is this is not an overnight success. You're going to enroll. You put 300 people into your system in your first 30 days. You're not going to enroll 100 people.
No, this is about making friends first and then finding for whom it's the right thing to be doing. This is a professional, multi-level marketing approach. This isn't a wham, bam, slam, get her done. This is let's find the people for whom it's the right thing to be doing and get them going with us.
It's a great way to put a bulletproof armor on you when you're building, because we still think you should be out there with your warm market, creating a list, looking at all our type of stuff, and doing this in conjunction to that. But I do have people say, I don't want to go and talk to my family and friends because I'm part of the NFL club.
And that used to mean you need to go buy leads, or you need to do ads, or you need to do something that costs money.
Yeah.
Now you just need to put 10 minutes a day into your LinkedIn account.
Yeah, exactly. And once you get it down, if you don't have the time and you got a little bit of money, you can pay an assistant.
Personal assistant.
You can get them
cookie cutter
to be able to, once you got a system in place, they can do all that for you. Spend a couple hours a day and you can get them online personal assistants for very
out
expensive.
Out of the Philippines, you can pick up a really good personal assistant for $5 an hour.
So imagine spending $10, 2 hours a day, and they're doing all the cutting and pasting and connecting for you, and you're only doing the follow-ups after there's been some engagement. So your job is to follow up the people that are interested. So there's ways that you can make it work better for you. Of course, if you haven't got any money right now, do it for free. Make sure that you're going through the whole system and you know all the answers.
People always have money or time. So if you only have money and no time, then you can pay other people. You can do advertising, you can build your team, you can have HourADay track it for you. If you only have time, then you can use LinkedIn in conjunction with the free version of HourADay to make enough money to the point where the $30 a month to have a bigger capacity version doesn't worry you at all, because you're making more than that in your business and you can work your way up. So both ways work. But either way, you need some way to control your data.
There you go.
What do I do next? You need something to tell you, because you can't handle 900 pieces of information in your own brain.
No, heck, I was on the mountain skiing up here in Vancouver on the weekend, and I was on the chairlift taking me up, and I was actually able to connect and do that through the apps. Nice. So when people say they haven't got time to do it, do you want to build a business or not?
That's right.
Are you serious about your business? Are you just out there kicking some tires and trying some products and pretending to be a network marketer? If you're serious and you want to make it work, I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're taking a bus to work. I don't care if
even better, maybe.
Yeah, well, it is, 'cause, you can
it gives you an hour and a half of sitting on your phone building your LinkedIn account on the way to work.
And it's really, it takes only a few more seconds to do it on the apps than it does to do it on the phone.
And it's downtime anyways. If you're riding the bus or train or somehow engaged in a way of getting somewhere that isn't you having to pay attention to the road, it's downtime. Don't listen to tapes to improve yourself. Get on LinkedIn, get on HourADay, and start building a prospect list to build your MLM business.
Yeah, you know what? The bigger the list you have to go from, the more success you're going to have. As we said, make friends first. Don't get out there and try to push, sell, or convince. Do it the right way. Do it our way, and you know what? You might be able to shortcut your road to success.
Be professional.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for taking your time today to join us. We'll be back here next week with some more tips, ideas, and methods to build your MLM team. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.